Hello, beautiful souls. This video is for the addict, for those of you with mental health issues, those of you that have gone through so much trauma in your life that your reaction to life has created these ways of coping. And for some of the mental health stuff, there's almost like this fragmentation that happens when there's a ton of stress on the nervous system, stress on this human, and ultimately we start to go into shame and then we disconnect from the soul. And then these things start to become pathologies. And so this video is for you. And tomorrow my prayer is going to be dedicated to you because, addiction, no matter what it's been, and I always say, I was addicted to everything, right? Anything that made me get out of myself, anything that made me feel, anything that made me not feel. It was kind of like this all-in-one thing that I had created, that I chose, that it did all these wonderful things for me until it started to almost take my life from me and destroyed friendships, destroyed my relationships. It had stigma around it. It had, judgment around it. And then I ultimately judged and beat myself up. And then what ended up happening was I proceeded to get angry because I felt so stuck. And then that anger created more dissonance in my life. It created so much apartness, like I was apart from everything. I was disconnected from everything. And then it's such a lonely place to be in your head by yourself. And the things you tell yourself are lies. And you begin to build this whole structure of what you think you are and life is. And so I'm saying all of that for you to understand that I understand. And I know what it feels like to feel different or feel like the black sheep or feel like something's wrong or with me, and, not feeling as if there's a place for you on planet Earth. But I want you to know that this is a place for you. Connecting with me and the peeps that are following this page is a place for you. This is a safe place for you. I mean, I was going to say maybe for a couple little trolls that come in, but we love the trolls. I guess I used to be one. There's a place for you. And there's hope. There's hope. And it's messy and it's gross. And you go back to the old ways when you're trying to get out of the old ways, and you just get up and you keep going and you keep doing, and you know that there's help out there. And so I wanted to share some of the key things that I had to do to get me to this place where I still struggle in certain areas, right? With, I have a personality disorder because of all the trauma I went through. So I have to learn how to respond to life, not react, right? And so the first thing was like really, truly understanding what it meant to be sovereign, and that I owed no one anything. I didn't owe nobody nothing, right? I had to take care of myself. I had to remove those things, people, places, and things that were not good for me at the moment. And one of those things was my family. And now I have a beautiful relationship with my parents, a beautiful relationship with my brothers, but I had to take space. I had to claim the ownership of this thing, Then I had to look at my shadow, which is I do on a daily basis. I'm looking at all this false identity that I thought I was, that I act out even now at times. I play this character that I think is Nicole. And a lot of the things that I am are not even me. And then the things that are me mean something to me. They're my values. And I love that about myself. And I feel so aligned when I'm in that and I'm acting from that place. My mindset. I had to think about what I was thinking about. I had to really sit with my thoughts and see where they were working against me and the lies that I believed about myself. And some of those lies were that God didn't love me. I believed that I was maladjusted to life, that I would never be okay. And I had to start bringing in the truth, the universal principles that I know to be true, that I'm constantly creating my reality. The law of attraction. I am attracting people, places, and things into my life due to the way I am thinking and the way that I am acting. Cause and effect. As I take an action, something happens, right? The universe is responding to me. And so my thought process needed to be renewed, reborn. It had to be different. Couldn't keep the same mind that got me into the problems that I was in. And then ultimately that led me to divine self-expression. That led me to being myself in all areas of my life, not having to hide. Me talking about Christ consciousness at the dinner table, at a 5-star restaurant, talking about ghosts and talking about that I'm a multidimensional being and that, not hiding from who I am. And ultimately, what that does, I said ultimately a lot, because ultimately what that does is it allows for me to feel free, to feel good, to be myself. And so, the number one offender, which I brought up in the beginning, was shame. So can you drop the shame today? Can you place the shame away so that you can get a little bit closer to yourself, so that you can honor yourself and love yourself? Place the shame away. Say, I let go of shame right now, and I'm going to try my best right now to love myself and to care for myself, and know that there's a lot of things that are going on in my life that are not me. And I'd like to figure that out, because I want to know who I truly am as this soul. Come on now.